Hey, hi everyone. How are you guys? So we see a lot of familiar faces today. How's everyone? Good morning, good afternoon. Are you able to hear everyone? Are you able to hear me, everyone? Amazing. It's good to see every one of you that you could able to take out time this morning and join this very interesting session what we have designed for the students who are in the process of gaining skills and transforming their career, right? So let me check with my co-host Diksha is here. Hi Diksha, can you hear me?
Hey, hi Namin. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How's everything?
Everything is going well. So I guess without further ado, we should start with the webinar session today.
Oh, yes, please. I think we are already, 2 to 3 minutes late, but at least let's get started, so that everyone can participate in the riddle and a lot of things what we have planned for today. And surprisingly, we have one guest who is going to be presenting, going to share the story about herself. So I'm sure that it is going to energize every one of them. Right, guys? Are you ready for for the session? Is everyone ready here? I can see lot of names, familiar names. We have Devin, Mary, Hassan, right? Patience, very nice. So we have a lot of people, familiar names today who have joined us. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I really appreciate it. So, Diksha, would you mind if you can run the challenge for with everyone?
Oh yeah, sure. And let's start with the webinar sessions today. So definitely it's going to be a really fun session. So before starting with the challenge, we must introduce about the webinar session today, who are the new joinees. So hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar on deciding your career roadmap. So first of all, thank you for taking the time to join us. So whether you're a student at the beginning of your career journey, a professional contemplating a change, or someone looking to refine their path, this session is designed to provide you with valuable insights and practical tools to help you to navigate the complex world of career planning. And today, we'll explore how to identify your strengths, passions, and values aligned with the career opportunities and create a clear actionable plan to achieve your professional goals. And we'll also discuss common challenges and how to overcome them, ensuring you leave the webinar with a stronger sense of direction and confidence in your career choices. And I encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and feel free to drop your queries in the chat box. So today, let's start with the challenge. So yeah, we can continue.
Yeah, so we are on the first question. Diksha, would you mind if you can just read and check? Let's check like who answers it correctly.
Oh, sure, definitely. So in every webinar, we come up with really good warmer sessions. So today we have one of them today for sure. Okay, so let's have the first question. So which AWS certification focuses on designing and deploying scalable systems on AWS? You have to choose the correct option and do let us know the correct answer in the chat box.
So let's see who answers this correctly because a lot of people have been familiar with AWS, but when it comes to designing and deploying the AWS scalable systems, so which certification suits the best? Let's see. Okay, great. So, guys, the answer is AWS Certified Solution Architect. That is actually the correct answer because it talks about various services, what can help you to design your infrastructure in the cloud, whether it is your virtual machines connected to databases or storing data in the S3 bucket, or probably deploying the multi-cloud based solutions where we have AWS as one of the solution. Okay, so the people who have answered A, you guys are right. Okay, moving on to the next one. Diksha, would you mind
Okay,
if you can?
sure. So the second one is, which is your certification is intended for those who implement, monitor, and maintain Microsoft Azure solutions.
Okay, so let's see like which Azure certification is intended for those who implement, monitor, and maintain Microsoft Azure solutions. So we have Azure Developer Associate, we have Microsoft Azure Administrator, Fundamentals, and Solution. Okay, so we are talking about implement, monitor, and maintain. So you guys have to be very clear about it. So we are not talking about designing, we're not talking about deployments, we're talking about implement, monitor, and maintain. So you guys want to rethink about it? Okay, so the answer is B, which is Azure Administrator Associate, because it is that one certification which is helping people to understand uh, Azure from administration level. And when we talk about administration, it's all about monitoring, implementing, and also maintaining existing solutions, right? Who is going to maintain the existing solutions? So that is done by always Azure Administrator. Okay, the next question for all the cybersecurity followers, okay, over to you, Diksha.
Okay, so which of the following certifications is globally recognized and focuses on entry-level cybersecurity skills? So we have the options here. Choose the correct one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be challenging, right? So let me pick the highlighted keywords and let me help you a bit. So we talk about globally recognized, that's number one, and number is two is entry level. You know, when we talk about entry level, right? Uh, so cloud security is definitely not entry level, isn't it? Uh, or CISSP is certainly not entry level. So which one is that? Okay. So the entry level is always considered as security plus, because security plus always talks about basics, about something what you need to know. And because it is CompTIA, which is globally recognized, certification authority for cybersecurity professionals. So can I know one thing? How many of you have this CompTIA Security Plus certification? Let me check. Let me just quickly check how many of you have CompTIA Security Plus certification. Wow, amazing. Okay, and how many of you want wants to do it? Can you just drop your name and let's check like how many of you wants to do it? So can anyone tell me like how many of you wants to do CompTIA Security Plus? Amazing, amazing. Yeah. So in case you need any assistance, you can certainly reach out to us. And next question, over to you next, Diksha,
Okay.
the next question.
So which certification is globally recognized for project managers and demonstrates an individual's ability to lead and direct projects? What could be the correct option? So a lot of people are answering B.
I'm telling you, this is the trickiest one because like a lot of people get confused between Prince 2 and PMP. So you guys want to give a second thought about it because it talks about project managers. It talks about leading and directing the projects. So can everyone just give a second thought about it, whether it is Prince 2, PMP, CAPM, Agile. So which one is that? Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, so some are saying B and some are saying D and A. What could be the correct answer?
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm the culprit. I just tried to create that confusion. People were answering it right, Diksha. I just tried to create a little bit of confusion, and that's why people started thinking, "Oh, it can be something else," isn't it? Yeah. So the final answer is PMP. Trust me, trust me, trust me. PMP. I have not seen per people with PMP having no job. PMP is that one certification for project managers. One of the lady from Toronto, she actually called me one day and said, "Hey, I got a job as project coordinator," and I was like, "Wow!" I just like we just helped that lady like 2 weeks ago for PMP certification, and right after 2 weeks, she had a job, and then she said, "But I got a job in healthcare as project coordinator." I was like, "Oh, you were actually trying for IT, but now why are you working in healthcare?" She said, "I am happy. I have a project management job. I'm working as a project coordinator. I am happy. It doesn't matter if I am in healthcare or IT, but I'm making good money." So at the end of the day, it really helps. So PMP is really, really one of the best certification, which is really interesting certification. So do we have anyone who wants to go for PMP? Because we can reach you out and assist you with the entire process of PMP. So do we have anyone who actually wants to do PMP in future? Do we have anyone here like who needs the help with PMP? Because certainly PMP is the one main exam which is going to change your life, you know. So if anyone who wants to do PMP, you can express your interest. We can discuss more about it. We have multiple options that you can pass your exam in one attempt. Okay. Then next question, over to you, Diksha.
Okay, so which certification is widely recognized for validating skills in analyzing and visualizing data using Microsoft tools? So here we have the options.
Okay, great. So, guys, over here we are talking about analyzing and visualizing data. That's number one. Number two, it's talk about Microsoft. So, which is like certainly it's a best hint to everyone. The answer is Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate. So, may I know if anyone is here who is a data lover? Like, do we have anyone here like who likes to play with data, who wants to learn data? You know, do we have people with a mindset who wants to get into data? Yeah. So Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate certification is certainly the best certification right now in the industry, because more and more opportunities which are opening up, you would see that a lot of people are running behind Google, a lot of people are running behind AI, but who is talking about cloud-based data solutions? And that comes under Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate. So if anyone who is interested, you know, to get a assistance on this, reach out to us. We'll see like how we can help you with that. Okay, so we are done. I think everyone is warmed up. Is everyone ready for the next part of the session? Great.
All right. So let's talk about today's agenda, that what we're going to cover in today's webinar session. So first of all, we're going to talk about the unique methodology of Thinkcloudly, that how everything works here and how we'll be helping you to achieve your path step by step. And then we're going to invite one of our guests who will be sharing her valuable insights and her journey that she have conquered to achieve her path in IT. And then we're going to talk about the webinar offer, in which we have really great surprises for you and great discounted offers. And then we're going to come towards the main topic, in which we'll be having a proper discussion where Naman will be telling you about the proper pointers in which you can get some valuable insights on IT career roadmap. Then we'll be having again one of our great offers, in which we'll be having a quiz session. And then at last, we're going to talk about the certification and FAQs.
Amazing. So guys, there's a small change in the agenda. Diksha, sorry to interrupt you. We have our guest over here. She has to leave. That is why we just jump into the guest. We'll listen to her story, that how she actually transformed her journey, and then we'll move back to the what Think Cloudly as a platform can do for the students. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's welcome our today's guest. So it's my great pleasure to welcome Morinaik to our webinar today. She's a highly respected business analyst with a wealth of experience in business analysis, and I'm confident that her expertise will provide you with valuable perspectives and actionable knowledge. So everyone, please welcome her.
Yeah. Hi, Morinike. How are you
Hi,
doing?
good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good
Can you
morning.
hear me? Okay.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, like
I'm
Naman actually drew me here this morning. Like I have a lot. I have another place I'm supposed to be by 10:30.
I know, I
So
know.
it's not been an easy journey. Let me say that. I knew Naman was the last year around June, July, thereabouts. So the first time I knew him through a guy. His name is Samson. I live in Chicago though. So Samson told me about Naman. We went there. Then I was having one class. It's called EDI API thing. So there I got to know about enterprise structure. So I came to Naman. I'm like, oh Naman, you know what? We want we want to do SAP. So he got us he so he had like a private, should I call it a private section for foreigners? It was just foreigners that wanted the class. So we did that. So I didn't really understand the class. I'm like, oh, this is so technical. Do I want to do this? Like I've been not I did information technology in school. I have my bachelor degree in information technology. I was like, oh, this is too technical. I don't think so. This year I was just like, I just need to get into this. I just need to get into this. Started applying. I was calling Naman. I did some certification from Nama's company. Let me call it his company. I have a lot of certification. I've done a lot. So like was it last month? So every day what I was doing was I was submitting like 30 applications every day, Monday through Friday. I knew I was gonna get one. Finally, somebody reached out to me and we did the interview. It was just one round of interview and it was in high, like it's six figures, high six figures. So I was like, oh, nah, man, we finally did it. It was like, oh, Renike, congratulations. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the way. So you don't have to give up. You keep pushing. Like me, I'm open to anything. I know it's IT because if you're into IT, you know everything is kind of related, kind of, I don't know, everything is kind of related, just for you to have an idea. But me, as long as I get the job, anything, I would just do it. Like if it's business analyst, IT auditing, I've been there, done that. So I landed this. And congratulations to me once again. Thank you, Nama. Thank you for pushing me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Morenike. Thank you so much,
All right.
Morenike.
You're
Morenike,
welcome.
I have like a couple of questions if you don't mind.
No, that's okay.
I'll be real quick. I know you have to leave. So
Yes.
these are questions on behalf of the audience. So some of the students they have expressed that the journey can be really bumpy. It's not that straightforward. A lot of
Yeah, it's not
challenges.
straightforward. It is not.
A lot of challenges we see, right? So when you were actually going through your journey, how many interviews you have been to? And
Oh my God. I can't even say. I've done more than 15 interviews.
wow, really?
Yeah, I started with IT auditing. Like I crossed from nursing to IT. I wasn't an IT student. So I was nursing. All my family are from nurses. I was like, why should I be a nurse? No, I just like transferred my credits to another school, Colorado State University. Then I did my IT, so it was strictly online. So I started from the bottom. So I was just taking classes. So that was I got to know you like, hey, nah, man. So you like help me. It's not been easy. No, serious. I was just joking when I said 15 service. I was only joking, but it's a lot. It's a lot of.
So
Sometimes you get rejected. You get
anytime,
rejected. Yes, you feel like
yeah.
giving up. Don't give up. No, you're still gonna get. Like this one now. I just did one interview and I got it. And it took me less than 2 months to get. I started applying like July 21st, and I got this one like August 13. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. So tell me one thing, Morenike, what was that motivation you had? Because it was quite difficult journey when you go through these many rounds of interviews and you don't see any ray of hope coming. So how did you keep yourself motivated? That is really
Nobody needs to motivate me. I just keep it like I can't give up. I have to pay bills. I can't give up. I can't. No, I can't. So
okay. So
when I take one class, like I don't find a way. Like I did IT auditing, like was it on 2021 or 2022? I did tons of interviews. So my friend now told me, oh, you know what? I dropped IT auditing. I moved to business, and I'm like, oh, you got that? She said yes. I was just open to anything. So I had like different resumes. You get. I'm like, oh, one is just gonna click, and finally this one clicked.
And I think one thing which is very helpful, Morenike, and I think you would also agree that having multiple skills in IT has been a great
Yes,
great
yes,
advantage, right? As you
yes.
had some IT auditing skills and then you added like a business analyst skills. You try to create a unique combination of according to market, and then when you stepped into the interview, it actually worked out, isn't it?
Yes, it did. Oh, yeah, it really did. Because now I'm going to just be doing the LZLC system, the level of cycle, the
Mm.
front and the back end, and the elicitation, which is very easy. Like, is what I've been doing. Like, I know I have an idea. I did IT auditing. I have CISA, I have series. I did SAP. I have Jira. Like, I did a lot of stuff. I wasn't just giving up. I was just investing in myself.
Amazing. Sure. I
Yeah.
think I think you have given us a lot of hope now, at least to the students who
Yeah.
are there.
Yeah, the
Thank
problem with people is when they don't get one, they just stick with one. No, you don't have to stick with one. As long as you get something, just do whatever you want to do. If you like do 3 or 4 classes, invest in yourself. You surely land yourself one.
Amazing. Sure. So thank you so much, Morenike, for your presence.
You're
We
welcome.
will definitely have touch. I mean, I know that you have to leave in now 2 minutes, but
Yes, I do.
it's a great journey always, and stay in touch. And if in case you need any help, even on job, Thinkcloudly is a single stop solution, and it's
Oh
not my
yes.
company, it's students' company, you know.
Yeah, so really it's health, like it's like an health company, which IT and health, which I have which I have an idea about. I was a nursing student, so I
Wow,
think I'm gonna be able to like maneuver both health and IT.
amazing. Thank you, Morinike, for sharing
Yeah,
your
you're
journey.
welcome.
I really appreciate. Congratulations
Yeah,
and
you're
all
welcome.
the
Just
best.
keep pushing. Yeah, I see people asking questions like how much time
Yeah.
did I invest? It's a lot of time, trust me. A lot
Okay.
of time, a lot of money.
A lot of money, a lot
Not
of
easy stepping your feet in IT, but once you get it, oh my God, you forget everything you've done before. Just keep investing.
okay, okay, okay. And
Believe in
would you
yourself.
mind if you can give us like a salary figure range? Don't tell exact salary, but a
Yeah,
range
it's
so that
let me say 120 to 155.
wow, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
Thank
Nigerian. I'm a Yoruba girl. Somebody asked that. Yeah, I'm a Nigerian. I'm a Yoruba girl.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Morinike. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We'll touch base again. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Yeah, you're
Okay.
welcome. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. I have to go.
Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bye. Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, guys, I hope you have heard Morinike, and she has done a great job. You know, it's not certainly easy to be in IT. So you can wish congratulations and all the best to Morinike if anyone wants to. She's right here for next 2 minutes, and she can collect all your blessings, and maybe she'll be able to survive in the next role for sure. Okay, so let's just talk about the real quick thing. Okay, so over to you, Diksha. If you want to talk about Think Loudly, real quick, you can, and we can move on to the next thing.
All right. So in today's session, there are a lot of people who already know that what Think Loudly is all about. But for the new audience, I would like to tell that Think Loudly helps you secure your journey to become certified IT and management professional, reserving a spot for hyping opportunities, and we provide more than 45 plus courses to our students. We'll be helping them with the training with our specialized trainers having 11 to 15-year experience in IT. Also, we help with certifications, 20 plus hands-on projects, 300 plus hiring partners, 5 students group batch, free workshops, and one-to-one mentorship, interview preparations, and job assistance in IT.
Okay, so now let me just take care from here. Thank you, Diksha. Thank you so much. Let me just talk about the IT certification path. Before I actually start this session, I know that many of you want to know whether am I on a right career path or not. But would you mind if you can tell me like what is the career path you are on right now? Are you someone who is following IT auditing and GRC? Are you someone who is following cybersecurity? So let me just look at the audience, like from which IT career you guys are focusing right now, so that I can share the insights what I have collected with number of recruiters, with number of students, with number of successful testimonies, so I can share with all of you. So we have cybersecurity, then we have IT auditing and GRC. What about others? We have CAPS Plus. Okay, very nice. Data science, business analyst. Okay, we Lattice is from AWS. Yes. What about others? So we have cloud people, cybersecurity, IT auditing. Um, the question what I'm trying to ask is that if you are trying to get into IT, which is that one area you are trying to focus on, so that I can share the insights with all of you about that one particular field. Okay, so we have people who wants to go into cybersecurity, SOC analyst, amazing. IT auditing, Susan, very nice. Uh, okay, cybersecurity, great. Okay, so before we proceed, let's reflect on your IT career path. Do you know the certification and skills needed for your role? And are you unsure of next steps? This is exactly something what is required. Uh, you won't believe that one of the common thing, we have identified among our students, that what is that one thing which actually makes this journey a successful journey? Can anyone tell me what is that one thing which makes the complete journey the successful journey? Do we have anyone here who can tell me like what is that one thing which makes the entire journey a successful journey? Okay. training, life project, what else? How do we achieve our success of landing a job in IT? How do we do that? Exactly. So the most important thing is the right strategy. If you are able to follow the right strategy, yeah, if you're able to follow the right strategy, right, that is something which is very important, and that's why we wanted to host this session today. we it's not about confidence, it's not about knowledge, it's not about life experience, but it's about whether am I taking the right strategy, if I'm, or do I have a right plan in front of me which I am following before I am losing my hopes. Okay, so do we have anyone who actually have lost the hope in IT? Do we have anyone in the audience who still thinks that IT is not the cup of tea and it is not going to be your career option anymore? Is anyone here, or do we have everyone here who really wants to get into IT? So now, okay, so you guys do not need to know, you guys do not need to know, uh, or you guys don't have to think that you are going to lose it. Trust me. Uh, One question what I ask everyone in my audience always, if you fail once, will you stop trying? So that is a question what I ask every one of my student, that will you stop it? Will you stop it if you fail once? And the answer what I always get from all the students is that no, I am not going to stop. Whether it takes me 6 months, okay, or whether it takes me 1 year, or whether it takes me 2 years, because the current job, what I am trying to do or what I am doing, I'm not happy about it. I want to transform, make six-figure salary. I want to transform and work from home. I want to transform and see myself 5 years down the line that I am on a position of a vice president. I'm on a position of managing director. I'm on a position of of a manager in IT. So if you think that you are losing your hope, always think whether you are going to step down or not. So that is one thing what you have to say, and you have to say no. You are not going to step down. You will never give up at any cost. But what is required is the right strategy. What is actually required by everyone. That if you have a right strategy, and that is what we are going to discuss in this total program, or in this session we're going to discuss about it. So some of the recruiters, they always say that okay, one moment, uh just a moment. Yeah. So now, first of all, let's talk about the career roadmap for cloud. So the students over here who are actually going through the cloud programs at Thinkcloudly, or probably at different organization, no matter. We are in a community of learners. We are in the community, in the same community where we have the same aspiration. It does not matter if you are a student at Thinkcloudly or if you are a student at some XYZ organization, but your roadmap is going to remain the same, because I'm sure that here we have almost 107 people who are connected right now, and I'm sure that not everyone is the student of Thinkcloudly, and not everyone wants to give up the thought about IT. So now this is one thing what I'm going to share with all of you, that what is how does the roadmap looks like for cloud career? Okay, so can anyone tell me that what is the first thing we need to focus on when we talk about cloud career? Can anyone tell me what is that first thing we need to focus on when we talk about the cloud career? Anyone? Okay. So the first thing what we have to talk about is choosing the cloud. Choose your cloud first. Okay. So we have three different clouds available in the market: AWS, Azure, and GCP. See, if you talk to a lot of people, they will suggest you that go for multi-cloud, right? See, trust me, industry still prefers people with multi skills, not the multi cloud. Recruiters are still okay if you don't have multi cloud skills. they're still okay. They want person to be specialized with one cloud. Because if you know AWS cloud, knowing Azure is not a big job. It's not a problem. So if you have chosen the cloud AWS, make sure that you are able to achieve everything under AWS. Okay. And if you're choosing Azure, make sure that you go through Azure data, Azure architecture, Azure administrator, try to explore different services under Azure itself. So the first step of this roadmap is that choose your cloud. And if you ask me which is the best cloud, trust me, all the clouds are good, but AWS and Azure are the bigger player. You can choose any one of them. AWS and Azure are the good clouds. Okay. GCP is something which has limited opportunities, but AWS and Azure are doing very well for the people like us who come from a different background. Okay. So make sure that you choose your cloud. Is that okay, everyone? Will you be choosing your cloud first? Do we have here like who will be first choosing the cloud? Yes. So choosing the cloud is number one thing in your roadmap. Now, what is the second thing? See, learning is not a problem. You can spend almost 30 hours, 40 hours to learn a skill. It won't take anything. You just sit down, close your room, and just sit down with the laptop and the notebook. And learning skills is just a part of the plan. So I'm not going to mention that as part of roadmap. I have no idea of mentioning that as part of roadmap, because building skills or learning the cloud is something what you seriously have to do. So now let's not keep it in the list. But what are we going to keep in the list? See, exploring case studies and use cases or projects. This is going to be your second important thing. See, if you say that I know AWS because I have passed my AWS exam, that is good. But do you really know the real application of it? Do you really know that why do we need elastic cache? Do we really know about some topic? So knowing the real application of each and every service is very important. So if you are learning some services, make sure that you explore case studies. You know, um, my mentor, like I also have a mentor, though I'm acting as a mentor for a lot of students, but I also have a mentor. My mentor has always said one thing to me, that Naman, until and unless you do your own self study, you won't be able to know the topic well. So how many of you think that self study is important, not just the attending the classes, but self study at the same time is very important? How many of you agree with me? So now when we are doing the self study, what are we going to do in that self study? We are going to explore the case studies, use cases, and projects. So we can spend 3 hours of time or 2 hours of time watching a movie on Netflix. But when we have dedicated our 3 months of time on building our career, right? When we have given so much of time to build our career, then we need to take out some time, uh, you know, instead of watching the Netflix videos or YouTube videos, or scrolling through the shorts, YouTube shorts, or maybe Instagram. It's better that dedicate that 30 minutes of time on some case study. Plenty of case studies you can find on Google. Just type AWS EC2 case study. Just type Azure VM case study, and you will find bunch of links over there. Start reading them. Start reading them. Trust me, whenever I travel by public transport, I have a habit to read things out, because there is plenty of option available. Even you can ask Chat GPT, such give me some case studies on AWS EC2. Give me some use cases on AWS Elastic Cache, and start building knowledge. So when you are exploring, or when you are putting your time on self-study, make sure that you are learning case studies, projects, and use cases, because that is exactly what is required. Am I right, everyone? Do you guys agree with me that self-study is important? And when we are doing self-study, at the same time, we have to explore case studies, use cases, and projects. See, I am trying to repeat something. I know that. But my purpose of repeating something is that it sticks to your mind. Okay. So if in case you feel that I'm trying to repeat, but it is just to make sure that You guys are sticking that information on your mind and you guys are going to practice that. Third thing which is very important is your uh, list of certification. Ask yourself, how many certifications do I have? Because see, tell me one fact. Tell me one fact. There's a guy who has attended 2 years of masters. Okay, there's a guy who has attended 2 years of masters, and still he has no job. Still he comes to us and say, hey Naman, I want to do something in life. Please help me with certifications. So what does it mean? Instead of wasting 2 years of time, collect more and more certifications. So if you're choosing AWS, collect 3 to 4 certifications under AWS. If you're choosing Azure, collect multiple certifications under Azure. That is going to set an impression that this guy is a real guy who knows things. Because you can consider certification as a stamp on your resume that this guy, if he has 3 certification, it means that he's going to be he's going to be really exploring things. See, what a lot of people would say that certifications are not helpful. Do we have anyone here who thinks certifications are not helpful? Do we have anyone who tells me who thinks that certifications are not helpful? What do you think? Certifications are helpful or not? I'll give you 3 reasons of having certifications. Are you interested to know 3 reasons, guys? Can I tell you 3 reasons to know if we need certifications or not? Okay, tell you 3 reasons. Number one reason is that the shortlisting of the resume is done based on certifications. There are 100 applicants for the same job role. When recruiter will pick up your profile, he wants to compare whether that is the best profile or not. Because recruiter wants to hire the best person for the organization. Recruiter is not your friend. Recruiter is just a stranger, and he has to identify the best resume. And best resume can be shortlisted only if you have multiple certification, because it is said in the industry, if someone has multiple certifications, it means that it is going to be very helpful. It means that that person is a real guy. Okay, that is the understanding. You can say that certification doesn't help, but industry works like that. You cannot go against the industry. Industry says the guy who has certification, it means he's more knowledgeable. That is the written fact. So if you say no, that is not valid, I cannot do anything. But this is how your resume gets shortlisted. So if you think your resume is not getting shortlisted, it means your resume does not have certifications. Okay. Second reason of having the certification. See, you are in the last round of the interview. Okay. And there are almost 5 people in the last round. Okay. 3 of them has 2 certifications and 2 of them have 5 certifications. And all 5 have equivalent amount of knowledge. Which one do you think will be picked up? 2 guys or 3 guys with lesser certifications? All the 5 have good amount of knowledge. They have the equal amount of knowledge, but 3 guys have less certifications and 2 guys have more certifications. So who is going to be picked up? You won't believe. Just last week, one guy lost his job just because recruiter was expecting him to have 3 certifications. I'm not joke. I cannot joke about it. Trust me. I want to pass some information what really helps you guys. You won't believe. Swear to the God, he lost his job because in the last round there were 2 people. He came back to me and said, Naman, I have only 3 days. Can I get my all the certifications done? I said, I don't know if you can get the job in, like, if you can get the 3 certification in next 2 days. How is that possible? And then he lost his offer. That is what happens. And the third reason, which is very valid reason for everyone over here. Third reason is that whether you have, the organization, the service-based organization. In IT, there are 2 types of organization: product-based organizations, which build a lot of IT products like application softwares. And there's another type of organizations, service-based organization, which provides IT services to a lot of organizations. So those service-based organizations want every employee to be a certified employee. Why? Because when they present themselves to the client, they will go with a proposal that I have a team of 15 people and each one of them is certified. So all the service-based organization prefer people with certifications because that is exactly become the selling point for them to their clients. So I was working for IBM, and my manager said one day, Naman, you have to get the certification within this 1 week because otherwise I have a meeting with the client coming up. And what am I going to tell them? That my engineers who are going to work on the project, they're not even certified. So service-based clients like IBM, Wipro, SCL, CGI, all these organizations, they want people with certifications. And you know what? They are the biggest employers. They are the biggest employers. Accenture has almost 200,000 people spread across North American market. 200,000 people. And they want everyone to be certified. So are you getting the fundamental that why do we need certifications? Is everyone clear about it? Okay. Now, the last thing what actually works, is now if you would have met me a couple of years ago, I would have said that AWS or Azure is a good option. But nowadays, market is transforming, market is advancing every day. You need to add DevOps skills. This is must. This is must. If you think that you have only AWS skills and you can land a job, then trust me, you may get a job. I don't say that you will not get a job, but you will see some problems coming up. Nowadays, recruiters, because I am in touch with many recruiters, trust me, and all of my team members are in touch with a lot of recruiters. They always ask for the profile which has cloud and DevOps both. So people who are exploring cloud opportunity, make sure that you add at least some services of DevOps. It's okay, if you don't want to sign up with Thinkcloudly, you can sign up anywhere, but make sure that you are able to develop that skills. Okay. If you're able to develop that skills, it's going to be very helpful because in the long run, you will see that cloud opportunities will decrease and DevOps, cloud plus DevOps opportunities will increase. And when that happens, you will not be able to come in the circle where the hiring is happening. So make sure that you build DevOps skills. Does that make sense, everyone? Is everyone clear here? So are you guys enjoying the session till here before I move to the next part? Okay. If you're finding the session informative, please let me know in the chat box so that I get some motivation as well to share my insights with all of you. Okay. The next career roadmap, what I wanted to discuss with all of you is on the cybersecurity. Because I know many of our students, when I say cybersecurity, right, it covers SOC as well. Okay. So we have SOC people over here, right? And we have cybersecurity people. See, SOC is also a part of cybersecurity, but you can get a job as SOC analyst, and it's really an interesting job role which is available right now. Okay. So now if we look at the roadmap, can anyone tell me what is the first important thing to become a cybersecurity engineer? What is that one important thing? SOC stands for Security Operations Center. But what is that first main thing we should look at when we are choosing to be in cybersecurity domain? What is that one thing which we should do? Any guesses, anyone? Any random guesses? Anyone else? What is that one thing we should do? See, the first thing you should know is you need to understand first create the fundamental information about cybersecurity. Gaining cybersecurity fundamental information is very important. What a lot of people do, they directly try to jump on the tools. Okay. Now it doesn't work like that. When you work in cybersecurity, right? Even from a interview point of view, right? They are not going to give you a tool and you will be exploring that tool in the interview round. They will be focusing on the fundamentals alone. I don't know why, but this is so common. This is what have been shared by a number of students with me, and this is what is being shared by number of recruiters as well, that they just want to check your cybersecurity fundamentals. So your fundamentals should be right. And when we say fundamental, your fundamental comes like cybersecurity, basics of cybersecurity is one thing. Okay, just a moment. So basics of cybersecurity is one thing. Second, if you are able to develop some skills on networking, that would also be beneficial. Okay, because cybersecurity attacks, whenever the attack happens, right? The attack happens from the networking side, because you are sitting remotely and your laptop is attacked. It is attacked because of network. Okay, and this third thing, what we also recommend um, is the Linux scripting. At least have a little bit of knowledge about Linux scripting. It's going to be very helpful. It's okay if you don't know Linux scripting in depth, that's fine. But at least you need to know few commands which can really helpful. Okay, so your basics have to be very strong, because I know one thing. If I ask a difference between IP address and the port number in the audience right here, I'm telling you half of the people will never be able to tell me the difference between IP address and the port number. Half of the people. Why? Because your basics are still not strong, right? So you need to work on the basics alone a lot, so that you guys are able to answer any interviewer with proper clarity. Does that make sense, everyone? Am I right, everyone? Now, the second thing is, okay, Abid, that is wrong. The answer is wrong. So basically what happens that uh, fund, what happens like second thing, which is very important is, again, explore tools. You have to explore tools, and you have to have a lab environment like Try Hack Me. How many of you have heard about the environment called Try Hack Me here? So what happens that, you know, trust me, facing the real cybersecurity attack is not possible. If you want to face the cybersecurity attack at your home, how is that possible? You can never create the real incident in your lab environment. That is impossible. That is impossible. The situation of the real cyber attack is a different thing altogether. You cannot do that. So only option what you have is explore tools. Okay, for example, for network monitoring you have Wireshark, right? For vulnerability assessments you have OpenVAS. You need to explore those tools. The students who have signed up at Thinkcloudly, you will be at least exploring 6 tools with us. Okay, but if you have not signed up with Thinkcloudly, then you can go and explore Try Hack Me platform. That is real platform. Make sure you are practicing exercises as much as possible, because that is going to give you a confidence that it is going to be very helpful. Does that make sense, everyone? Third, once you do cybersecurity, right? That is one thing what we have noticed in current market, that when you are working on your skills on cybersecurity, let's say ethical hacking, okay, combination of ethical hacking and SOC analyst is is a good option, and combination of SOC analyst and GRC is also a wonderful option. I don't know why, but this is what recruiters are asking us. They want people with multi skills. You know that every organization want to save money, and when they want to save money, what they start doing it, they start requesting more and more skills from the same person. Am I right, everyone? Does this happen or not? Can you tell me like if this happens or not? Right? So when this happens, when they want multi skills, then you also have to gain that multi skills, because that is when you will be able to stand out of the crowd, and this is going to be very helpful. So I started my career as a software developer, but when I saw that combination of software development plus cloud can play a beautiful role, you won't believe I got 100% hike. Within just 1 year, I got 100% hike from the next employer. And that was and I think I spent only 2 to 3 months to learn a cloud, and I got $100,000. I mean, sorry, 100% return. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that building multi skills would be the key. So if you're dedicating your 3 months, make sure you're also exploring other connected options, because that is part of your roadmap journey. Okay. 4, during this, when you're building career, when you're building your roadmap, right, when you are working on the right strategy, cybersecurity, I have seen one important thing in cybersecurity, that is like being part of community. Okay, this is what I have seen a lot. So can you tell me, like, what is the what are the communities I'm talking about? Like, what types of community I'm talking about? Can anyone tell me what types of communities I'm talking about? So you can find plenty of LinkedIn groups. Okay, you can find plenty of Facebook groups as well. Okay, you will find lot of tech sessions like this. So whenever you find a boot camp, a free boot camp, or a paid boot camp, probably with a little amount of money, so attending those boot camps on a regular basis would be certainly very helpful. So make sure that you guys are subscribing so to some of the YouTube channels, some of the authentic YouTube channels which has millions of subscribers, and they're actually sharing some good cybersecurity use cases, so that you can understand the real game behind it, right? If I tell you, you won't believe, I know one trick, that I can read the password even when you see the star, right? When you type the password and you see a lot of stars coming up, when you start typing your password, if you write the password and you're not able to see it, but I can see it. I know that trick. So you can imagine, if a person like me knows a trick to know the password, so you can imagine hackers are much ahead of me. I'm just giving you one example. No, I'm not talking about I button. I'm not talking about I button. Uh, so you must have seen a form, right? Uh, like whenever you see a form, username and the password, and when you start typing password, are you able to see the password? You always see star, 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 or dot, 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 dot. You cannot see the password, but there's a trick available that with you can see the hidden passwords as well. So if as a guy who has been working in software development, if I know that trick, so you can imagine that hackers are actually much ahead of that. Okay, so that is why being part of community can help you to know those tricks. Okay, I am not allowed to share that trick, but swear to the God, I know that. Okay, I can read. If you give me your laptop for a minute, I can check all your passwords. You can imagine. So so that is something, that's a trick which is available right now. Okay, so these are the 4 things what you need to remember, everyone. Spend out of 3 months, spend 1.5 months only on the basics. Okay, only on the basics. Second thing is, make sure that you are able to build your networking skill and Linux skills. I have my own series on Linux. If anyone is interested, you can drop your email. I can share I can get my series on Linux added to your account. But drop your email addresses in the chat so that we can share the Linux with all of you whosoever is interested. I have at least 7 to 8 videos which are available, but that will at least build your skills on Linux. So anyone who is interested to but you guys have to be the student at Thinkcloudly. Make sure only students at Thinkcloudly can get the access to that. So if you guys are student at Thinkcloudly, only then I'll be able to provide the access to the videos of Linux. So that is my 7 sessions videos, and it's going to be very helpful if you want to build your skills. So you can drop your email addresses to us. We'll see if we can add it. Trust me, this is going to be very helpful for everyone. You can thank me later on. Okay. Okay. So now moving on to the next part, next career roadmap, project management. So how many of you are here who are actually planning to get into project management? How many of you are actually planning to get into project management? Do we have anyone here who wants to get into project management? Okay. So as part of the roadmap, let me ask you this question. What is that first important thing for everyone here? I think this is something what you guys can read my mind. What's that? What's that one thing which is important here? The first important thing. Exactly. Get your PMP certification. This is the first step. See, I'm not kidding about it. I have not seen the certification like PMP. I have not seen it. You won't believe, in IT, sometimes PMP is compared with PhD. Can you imagine? A guy with PMP certification is valued to so much because it's not easy to have. Okay. So make sure that PMP certification is really difficult. Okay. But if you have it, right, it's the best certification on your resume if you want to be a project management manager. Okay. So the roadmap for project management starts with PMP certification. Okay. Second main important thing. Second main important thing after PMP certification is the know agile frameworks. How many of you wants to be in project management and also know agile framework or scrum master? How many of you know that? Do we have anyone here who knows both project management and scrum master? See, this has become a need of the hour, because what happened that IT in last 3 years, if I tell you, in last 3 or 4 years, all the projects are shifted from 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 a waterfall model to a scrum master model or to a agile model. So as a project manager, you need to know a lot of agile frameworks. If you're not aware of agile frameworks, I'm telling you, the moment you step into interview, they will reject you because you cannot imagine a project without agile framework or scrum master. Okay. So it's very, very important that you master scrum master. I know that scrum master is not probably a gateway to get into IT, but adding scrum master with project management actually plays a beautiful role. Third, third. So, okay, let me ask you this question from everyone. So do you think that if someone has PMP certification and an agile framework, do you think that that is enough to land a job? I'm talking about IT. I'm talking about IT. Is that enough? If you want to get into IT, so if you have PMP certification and a knowledge on PMP, on Agile, is that enough? Can I spill the beans? Can I spill the beans for all of you? So that's not enough. There is third main thing, which is like technical skill. See, if people think that you want to get into IT, but you don't have technical skill, and you'll be able to see the position clearly that you will be able to get it, that's a myth. I mean, that's not a myth. That is actually a real thing that you cannot get a job. Nowadays, they want people with technical skills. Recruiters, I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm so lucky enough that I am connected with so many people right now, and they want to, get into, they want people with technical skills. You don't have to get the certifications. I'm not talking about certification over here. I'm talking about skills so that you can make sense, you know. So make sure that if you have the certification or not, that doesn't matter, but have some skills. Some skills. I'm not talking about certification. It's okay if you have a PMP certification and you're not able to add another certification because of funds crunch or because of your priorities. You're not able to add some certifications in technology. That is quite okay. But at least have some technical skills. The most recent people who have landed the job in project management, they reported that they actually did AWS program in the past. They actually did AI programs in the past. They actually did the cybersecurity program. These are the feedback what we have collected from the students. They told us that you don't need to do certifications, but have some technical skills, because when you step into the interview, the moment you step in, they will ask you what project have you worked on. And when they ask you that, you have to sound technical. Though it is a management role, but you have to sound technical. Can anyone tell me why is that so? Why do I need to sound technical if I'm getting into project management? Why do I need to be technical? Can anyone tell me why do we need to be technical? It is because you are going to manage the technical project. Okay, you are going to have technical people. You're going to have technical requirements. You're going to be dealing with the stakeholders who are technically strong, right? That is why they are preferring people with technology skills. So not just, again, you don't have to subscribe. If in case you find some online resources, get it, but at least have some technology skills added to your resume. We'll work on your resume. That's not a problem. We all will work. I mean, the complete Thinkcloudly team will work on the resume. That's not a problem. The problem is, how am I going to add technical skills to my resume? So this is the roadmap for project management. Is that okay, everyone? So can we move to next, please? I know I'm killing a lot of time, but I'm going to be rushing now so that I don't kill more time. Okay. Now, data analytics. Like, do we have people who over here who actually wants to get into data analytics, right? Now let's talk about data analytics. Okay, that's very important. So there is a difference between data analytics and data science. Do you think that there is a difference between data analytics and data science? Do we have anyone who think that data analytics and data science are different? How many of you think that data analytics and data science are two different things? Always remember, guys, data analytics and data science are two different things. Okay. Why? Data analytics focuses on existing data and it gives you a result based on the existing data. For example, you want to count that how many employees are there, number of employees. That is one data what you will basically collect in the organization. You will collect in 2022 how much revenue we made. Okay. So what you are actually doing over here is that in data analytics, you are actually trying to look at the data and try to create a result out of it based on the data. Okay. But data science is all about prediction. There is one thing which makes a difference between data analytics and data science. Data science helps you to predict the future. Okay. For example, how many, like, number of employees in 2030? How many number of employees I'll have in 2030? What will be my revenue in 2020, 34? So what you are trying to do over here, you are trying to predict the future. So that is the only difference between data analytics and data science. A lot of people get confused. A lot of people think that data analytics is part of data science. That is not right. Data analytics is very crucial for the business to take decisions of future. And business takes the decision based on the data. And who is taking the decision? Human is taking the decision. But in case of data science, who is taking the decision? AI is taking the decision based on the probability, statistics, and mathematics. Who is taking the decision? AI or computer is taking the decision. But in case of data analytics, after looking at the report, who is taking the decision? Human is taking the decision. Okay. So always remember data and now one important fact what I want to share with everyone over here. Data science, the results what data science can give can be inaccurate also, because that is prediction. and prediction can go wrong. But the decision made by human, there are very less chances that decision can go wrong based on the previous data. So data analytics is a practical role in today's world, whereas data science is still being considered that, okay, we will have a nice future we will have a nice future because we will be able to predict something in future. Okay, so the AI involvement is only with data science, whereas data analytics just talk about how can you manipulate the data? How can you clean the data? How can you work on the data to produce some beautiful charts? That is data analytics. Whereas data science is all about prediction. It talks about AI. It talks about what comes next. Are you able to understand the difference, everyone here? Can you please tell me if you understand the difference between data science and data analytics? Okay. So this is important, everyone. I mean, please, this mindset has to be clear. A lot of people have that thought that, this is the same thing. If I'm learning data analytics, it means I'll learn data science also. If I'm learning data science, it means I'll learn data analytics also. That's not right. These are two different boats. You can either travel to data analytics boat or you can either travel to data science. What many organizations have done, they have created the program. They have created the program for both. Club together, and they're offering it for 1 year, 6 months, 9 months. But that's not right. Either you focus on data analytics or focus on data science. Okay. So first roadmap for this roadmap is that make sure that you are able to gain Python skills. Okay, that's number one important thing for everyone. In this career roadmap, data analytics requires you to know Python by heart. Okay. Second, in this roadmap, what happens that data analytics would, like in data analytics, you will always see a requirement of learning AI. See, until you master data analytics, don't jump into AI. That's my humble request. What people do, they just try to jump on from one thing to other thing, but that's not right. Master DA first, and then look at AI or maybe data science. Okay. Third important thing is that data analytics role is not just limited to data analyst role. You can go for Power BI developer or analyst role, which is visualization. You can go for Tableau. Okay. You can go for Python developer also. Okay. You can go for data analyst roles. So these are the roles which are actively available for all of you. And what you have to do is you have to just practice as much as you can all these skills. Okay. For example, Python, Power BI, Tableau, all these skills you have to master plus SQL. Okay. Make sure you master all these skills, by heart, you know them. Can anyone tell me how many number of jobs available right now in the market for data analyst? Can anyone tell me that? A quick number for everyone. I want everyone to speak up, please, guys. We are really more than 100 people over here, and I see only 5-6 responses. Can you tell me in United States right now, how many open opportunities are there for data analyst role as of today? Random guess works. Everyone, please. How many open opportunities are there across United States? Guys, you cannot even imagine the number. 210,000 open opportunities are available right now. You're talking about 1,000, 10,000, 2,000. Can you imagine? 210,000 opportunity. If anyone has picked up data analytics, if you're able to master it, it is for sure guarantee that you will find a job because jobs are endless. Okay. One last thing what I want to share about it is recruiters. The last thing what I want to share with everyone, recruiter wants people to combine cloud data skills. And that is what we miss always. Okay. So make sure that you are able to at least combine one cloud skill, either Azure data or probably AWS data, but make sure you're able to combine one one cloud skill. That is very important. Okay. So can you imagine, this is considered to be one of the best opportunity as of today. I'm not considering AI at all. Can you imagine? In 210,000 jobs, I am not counting AI jobs or data science jobs, just the data analyst jobs. Okay, this is a number not just given to me by me, it's given by a lot of people. So make sure that you are combining it. And the cloud skill, what you can combine, either Azure data, that's the best thing, or AWS data. So Azure data is more valued, and then AWS data. So anyone who wants to do data analytics or who is doing data analytics, future should be for AWS data or Azure data. So make sure you add that in your resume. That's very important. And then add some certifications with it. Quickly, I'm going to round up, guys, because we are already up the time for 17 minutes up the time. I'm going to quickly round up. So the IT auditing in GRC. So how many of you are attending IT auditing in GRC with us? How many of you people are here who are attending IT auditing in GRC with us? Many people, right? See, guys, IT auditing in GRC is becoming the real game. We were hosting one boot camp. We just ended the boot camp last night. You won't believe how many requests we received. We received over thousands requests within just 5 days. We never saw that audience size coming up in United States and Canada, and we saw 1,000 people expressing the interest at the same time. You know why? You know why? Because demand has shot up very recently. In last 4 months, demand has gone up. Now you have to go with the wave and collect as much knowledge as you can. So first, build your skills on IT auditing, okay, and GRC. Get across, like get familiar with a lot of frameworks, whatever frameworks you can learn. Second, make sure that whatever tools are possible, because not you cannot learn a lot of tools under IT auditing and GRC, but but there are some tools like vulnerability assessment, open bash, penetration testing. So make sure that you can add as much tool as possible. Okay. And third, make sure that you are able to get yourself CISA certified at least. We have CISA, we have C-Risk, and we have CISM. These are the three certifications, main certifications for IT auditing in GRC. Demand has gone up within the last few months, and it's going to be very helpful for everyone who is actually doing IT auditing in GRC. So you don't need any other roadmap. But yes, if in future you think you want to do something else, you want to clear your position, have a strong position in IT, then combine that with SOC analyst. Okay, that is going to be the wonderful opportunity open up for all of you. I'm sure, I'm telling you, and it's gonna be very helpful. So make sure that you guys are able to master these things, and I'm telling you, you'll get number of job opportunities out there. Okay. Okay, so I'm done. So did you enjoy the session with me? I tried my best to give you the direction, whatever is possible. So did everyone enjoy? I see only 4 responses, guys. I want to collect my fees of just knowing whether it went into right direction or not, right? So make sure that, see, guys, we have these such sessions, for every one of you, every alternate Saturday. Make sure you join that, because when I'm connected with so many recruiters, right, I have this opportunity and I can share with you. We are located in Toronto, Canada, and you guys can reach us through WhatsApp. You guys can connect with me on WhatsApp, and we guys can have a discussion. Sometimes I might not be able to reach you back, but you guys can still ping me. Okay, and it's going to be very helpful. The recording of the session would be available on the YouTube channel. You guys can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's my humble request. If anyone wants to connect with me on LinkedIn, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I promise you, you would actually be able to get a little bit of my guidance, little bit of my 13 years of experience, what I can share with all of you, and can assist people to get into IT. It's not just me, it's a Thinkcloudly what is actually making it possible for everyone. Okay. So over to you, Diksha. I'm done. I have taken a lot of time, so we can just close this session in next 10 minutes.
Well, thank you so much, Naman. That was a really great session. Even I really enjoyed it. Even actually, I learned a lot of things for sure. And I hope that our audience also learned a lot of great things today and got a lot of valuable insights and a lot of informational tips based on that. Okay, so moving further, let's talk about the reference policy of Thinkcloudly. So the new joinees, if you're not aware about this, so let me brief about this policy here. So if you have anyone who's interested to enroll in any of our service, and any of your friend, relative, or any of your reference who wants to go for any of the service that we provide here in Thinkcloudly. So let's say you refer someone. So once that person gets enrolled with theirs, so you'll be getting $100 as a cashback. So the more individual you will refer, so for each and every individual, you will get $100 as a cashback. So if you have anyone, any friend, any relative, or anyone of your known, you can let us know. We'll reach out to that person, and you'll get $100 as a cashback for sure. Okay, now coming towards the quiz session. So everyone, gear up yourself because now we have come upon our quiz session today. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you how to join it. So I guess we have already got the link in the chat box. So the link is already given. You can join via link, or as you can see the QR code over here, you can join via scanning the QR code, or you can join by clicking the link which is given in the chat box. Till then, everyone is joining the quiz session. Let me explain the rules and regulations of the quiz. So basically, in this quiz, we'll be having 5 questions, and you'll be getting 20 seconds for each and every question, and you won't be able to change your answer once it's marked. So kindly mark your answers very precisely and very carefully, and the winner will be the one who will be answering all the questions correctly at a very less time. So that winner will be getting 50% off on the course voucher of the course of their interest. Okay, so these are the rules and regulations. So we are waiting for everyone to join. We'll start with this quiz session in just few minutes. So till then, everyone can join, and we wish that no one should miss this opportunity. All right, so now we have got the winner of today's quiz session. We have Devin Rain. So congratulations, Devin. You have won the quiz sessions for today's webinar session. So everyone, please congratulate him in the chat box. Congratulations, Devin. So Devin, you can provide your name, your email address, and your contact number to us in the chat box so that our team can reach out to you, and then you can get a course voucher for sure. Thank you so much, Devin, for providing your information to us. And once again, congratulations. All right. So talking about the certification, as you all know that for attending the webinar session, we provide certificate of participating in the webinar session. So if you want to claim this certification, the link is provided in the chat box. You can click on that link and you can fill that Google form so that you can get the certification in 1 or 2 working days. Our team will definitely provide you that. So please fill up that Google form, which is the link is given in the chat box so that you can get the certification. And now we have came at the last part of the webinar session. So as you all know that we are having our YouTube handle of Thinkcloudly. So the recent video, the recent webinar session that you're attending right now, that will be uploaded in 2 or 3 working days on our YouTube channel. But if you want to see the other webinar sessions, then definitely you can watch them on our YouTube handle. The link is already given. You can review all the sessions, the previous sessions of webinar that we conduct every month. So you can check on our YouTube handle. And do subscribe our YouTube channel for sure. And the last thing, we come upon the feedback of this webinar session. So if you have any sort of question, any doubt that we were not able to answer to you, so please feel free to ask us in the chat box so that we can answer it. And please give us a following feedback from your side so that we can come next time better in our webinar sessions, or maybe if you have any following topic that we can come in the next session. So please let us know for that. That will be great. And we'll really appreciate it if you can provide us a proper feedback on today's webinar session. Well, Robert, if you haven't got the certification yet, we'll check with the management team and we'll definitely provide the certification for sure. So we'll make sure of it. And thank you so much, everyone, for
Thank
joining
you,
this.
everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. Have a great day ahead, and we'll come again. Please make sure you join next time as well. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.